I.S.U.P.K.
See through your disguise, you can't look in my eyes. Christ warned me about you, waging war in the physical. This is spiritual battle. Watchers at every side, they with us all the time. They with us all the time. Wow. I see through your disguise, you can't look in my eyes. You can't look in my eyes. Christ warned me about you, waging war in the physical. This a spiritual battle. I got scriptural ammo. I can look at you and see your misery. Look for occasion to set me up so they can sentence me. Watch. They with us all the time. I see through your disguise. You can't look in my eyes. Christ warned me about you, waging war in the physical. This is spiritual battle, and I got scriptural ammo. I can look at you and see your misery. Look for occasion to set me up so they can sentence me. Trying to twist my words up, Pharisee, why you tempting me? The enemy been using this same method for centuries. You ain't low, Judas. You say you want my friendship. Trust, if you think that I'm scared, you got it twisted. I've been having dreams, I already know you plan a scheme. Everywhere we go, they got our faces on them camera screens. Enoch called them the watchers, let them watch us. Truthfully, I pray that you repent before your time's up. Cause hell is waiting, sheep and goats gonna be separated. It's a lose-lose when you in bed with Satan. Watchers at every side, they with us all the time. They with us all the time. Wow. I see through your disguise, you can't look in my eyes. Can't look in my eyes. Christ warned me about you, waging war in the physical. This a spiritual battle. I got scriptural ammo. I can look at you and see your misery. Look for occasion to set me up so they can sentence me. Now that you in the truth, you in their database. Snapchat filters, now they can put name to face. Location on your post, they know your favorite place. Watchers at every side, it's like I can't escape. I plead the blood on my entire being. You say you woke, but can you stay awake? Disciples fell asleep when Christ told them watch and pray. Principalities on me, I'm like, not today. In Christ's name, I bind you demons up at every side. Cast them out to the abyss, Aki, don't let them slide. Your soul is at stake, that you can't jeopardize. They wasn't good for me, so I severed ties. Real eyes, realize, realize. Hold your brother down, you don't want to see him rise. Kwam Yasharala, Kahayalam La'aba, Shabala Kam. Repent before they drop them bombs. If you listening, you still got some time. Wow. Watchers at every side, they with us all the time. They with us all the time. Wow. I see through your disguise, you can't look in my eyes. Can't look in my eyes. Christ warned me about you, waging war in the physical. This a spiritual battle. I got scriptural ammo. I can look at you and see your misery. Look for occasion to set me up so they can sentence me. Watch. Keep your eyes open. Watch and pray. You know what I mean? Be alert of your surroundings. It's high time. Stay awake. You gotta prove your friends.
All right, cause Yashar, could you please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself real quick? We want to hear it all. What you got? Who you be? Where you from? What's up?
Yashar, y'all. West y'all, California. LA, raised. Now reside in the high deserts. But I've been doing this for a minute. You know, ain't no trump to this. I believe this is gonna be a great debate on the fact that we get to bring out some information on a topic that's well known in our community. But it's a division there. You understand it. So my goal is to help with the understanding. Right. Victory, that's fine and dandy, but that ain't what my purpose is today. My purpose is to bring out this information so that those who don't see it in the scriptures can finally see it. That being stated, let's get it. You muted, kids. You muted, sis.
And we got ChaazaqThamar, who is also participating in this debate today. He is going for the opposition where he has the stance of fallen angels are not biblical. Could you please introduce yourself, ChaazaqThamar? Matter of fact, no, I got to play your song, right? How about that?
Please,
We get that in?
please, please
Please,
play the song.
please.
Baba Kasha, if you could.
I am the bar.
No time, man, shit. Make sure you let these niggas know what time it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Get on this motherfucker. Let these niggas know what time it is, you understand? We royalty, nigga. King Ty really one of the realest. I survived drive-bys from them killers. Like I got 9 lives, I got 9 wives. I said fine wine with them bitches. I'm spitting fire bombs in your city. I got like 8 or 9 niggas with me. And we all ready to die in a minute. One West, we the best in the business. I get offended, I fuck niggas spend it. Talking they get it, but niggas is timid. Rappers is softer than linen. Catch me out parking lot pimping. What more could I give them? I've been the hottest forever. Why would I lie about cheddar? I could do better. I just put loyalty first. Royalty coming whenever pull off in the Jetta. Curvature on me, you sweater. My feel like wearing a sweater in summertime weather. Haters so salty, no pepper. You not that seasoned or clever. I'm with the rebel. Used to pump bass with the treble. Baking a cake in a kettle. I used to cook up the work. Now I just cook with the metal. Gotta keep foot to the pedal. Yeah, let me give it gas on the highway. Let the music blast on the calm day. Break the Glock down into 3 parts. Put the 3 together like my Najee. Sipping like Bombay with my enclave. Got my mind made. Ain't no time waste. No. Eating prime steak with a fine date at a fine place. Getting violated.
Hey, listen. I already told these niggas. You understand? I call up King Ty. He say, what's up? I say, what's good, my lord? Listen, he like, listen. These niggas ain't ready for none of this. You understand? I said, listen, if the nigga ain't one West, he ain't got on his arm or his chest. I don't give a fuck about the nigga. It's just me and my niggas. We royalty, yeah.
I got the hammer, you running, man. Come through your window like brother man. Snapping your neck like a rubber band. Talk to my dog like the sun is saying. He told me murder you rappers. Uppercut sending you vertical actors. Y'all got me coming with verbal attackers. I might attack you type physical too. Way y'all be rhyming, the way y'all be shining. I'm blinding these rappers like Mr. Magoo. These haters miserable, we indivisible. Look at these haters like they got no clue.
No clue.
They hold up ones and them W's. Really, bro, don't get too comfortable.
Don't get close.
If you ain't cut from the cloth, co-signed by the Boston, we do not fuck with you. Cause you wouldn't last here. I told you the same shit last year.
Already told.
Keep talking that trash, I have a car, come kick your ass
You
in.
already know.
Your jaw like glassware. We pull up, not rocking no mask
I'm
there.
ready to
Don't
go.
care if you spot us, you know how you got us. It's over, you saying your last prayer.
Woo! All right. ChaazaqThamar, could you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about it?
I am priest and officer ChaazaqThamar, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, under commanding General YAHANNA, I.S.U.P.K, Florida. That's about all. I mean, I've been doing this for a minute, ready to get to the information.
No, right. We all ready to hear this because this has been the debate that has been postponed, pushed back, moved around, up and down for almost like 2 whole months. So, moderators, my brother Ali, everybody, I want y'all to just give us a little bit of understanding and you know what I'm saying? Like Club Yashar is now the family that's full in effect. Hit us up if you want to join. Thank you all because we're a new family, y'all. All praises to the Most High. That's my founder down there, Ali Club Yashar. And that's what we're going to be having tonight. The after debate, the Club Yashar after party will be in the building. Y'all can head over to that one. That's where y'all going to be at to be having all them discussions for the after party. Ali, you got something you want to holler at? Want something to say? Because, yeah.
Forget that
Like,
weird
what else?
after we just quit. Don't worry about that. But Club Yashar is in full effect. That's right. All praise to the Most High, y'all, man. Yashar got a place where we can do our thing and righteousness. And we're going to have a good time. It's going to be lit. It's going to be fire. Bring y'all wine. Bring y'all unleavened bread. Any nigga that brings wine get kicked out. Now, yeah, it's going to be fun, man. All praise to the Most High, man. And if you want to join the family, we will be recruiting. So, just stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned. All right, y'all. So we got to get this on and popping because it's now 8 o'clock. So now it's a little bit late going on out here in the streets. So how about this? We would like to know where we're going to go with this. Here we are, right? debaters. We talked about everything during our weigh-in, about what you all are going to do, what you all aren't allowed to do, and everything like that. You all have opening statements, right? And this is for everybody that's in the comments. We got an opening statement round that will be going on right now in a few minutes, shortly after I, you know, wrap all of this up. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have our first round, second round, first round, and then first round rebuttals from each participant. Then we'll go into tallying a poll from our audience to think who had really impacted and who had the best opening round in their first round in their opening claim round. We want to know from you all what you all think, and then we're going to go into our second round, and that'll be the same thing with and that'll be the same thing going on with that. And then we'll also be able to have our we'll also be able to have our question and answer round. That'll be held after with the closing statements. And then after the closing statements, then we'll be able to get to taking questions from the audience. Tonight, we would like to introduce all of the admins. Could y'all just please say something a little bit, starting up at the top with our timekeeper, Rainwater. Say what's up, what's up. Rainwater. Empress D, Zion, Ali, Ghost, the Kid, and Fire and
Yo, yo, what
Pitbull.
up?
Y'all there? Yeah, I'm gonna need y'all to speak up. Say something. Say what's up. Say what's up.
Being here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yo, Shalom, I'm
Hello.
here. I'm here. Peace. Let's get it.
All right. Let's get it. So Ali is our moderator for tonight. Moderator, can you tell these people what's the rules and what they got to do for the debate and make sure that they're all clear as far as when we're going with our thank you, Marshamar. Let them know the business. I'm just a host.
So if this is the case, you mean they tell them the rules, all the rules. I can tell them all the rules. Okay.
Just break it down. Yeah.
So I just break it down, in synopsis. We're going to have 3 rounds, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to have 1 round that is 8 minutes. We're going to have questions involved. It's going to be rebuttals involved after each round, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Right. And it will be determined in that manner. We'll have 6 minutes, if I'm not mistaken, or 2 minutes, to ask the questions. 2 minutes to ask the questions, and each opponent will do just in that manner.
All right. So we're gonna have the opening round. You all do understand the. Uh, well, we'll get to that section in a little bit. So how about with this? Let's get started. We're gonna get started with this opening round. These opening claim statements. Judges, are you all having access to the judging form? I just want to make sure that you all are ready. Is everyone ready? Check the Discord. It should all be there for
Yes, I'm
you.
ready.
All judges ready?
Yep,
All right.
I'm getting my notebook set up.
All right. That's what I like to hear because we want to make sure we get this done and accurate. Okay, Yashar, are you ready to start your opening round?
Are we staying cammed up?
Absolutely. It helps.
Give me a second.
Hey, Salakia.
Yes, sir.
All right.
One
I just
moment.
wanted to I just wanted to make sure how this roll. If like say if Yashar wanted to share his screen, or if I want to share my screen or something like that, um, is it okay for me to I can have my reader do that, right?
The reader was to read only. Um, is he going to be able to read for you and share the screen?
Nah, but I was trying to figure out how we gonna stay cammed up if we sharing the screen and different stuff like that. I just ain't wanted to
Oh,
want to.
well,
Yeah.
while someone is sharing the screen, you don't, if you're sharing the screen, then that is your camming up. So you don't have to. That's fine. It won't affect the camera.
All right. Cool.
That's
Okay.
real.
So
That's
if you want your reader to share the screen, like if you're bringing out verses and he'll share the screen, then he would have to cam up and share the screen on his part. Barack Yala, are you aware of how to share the screen?
God, sis, I'm good.
All right. All right. Is everyone well? We good? We good? We straight? Yeah. All right. I hope everybody understands this is the debate that caused society debate about whether or not fallen angels are biblical. Let's see about these angels of old now. I'm gonna get it cracking. Y'all, we got some stuff. I'm gonna get it popping tonight. Let's go, Yashar. Y'all, you can start your round whenever you start speaking. You will have 6 minutes for your opening claim.
Shalom, family. We're going to get right to it. The source I'm coming from is Ascension of Isaiah, chapter 7. And the vision which Isaiah saw, he told Hezekiah, Yosab, his son, and Micaiah, and the rest of the prophets, and said, at this moment, when I prophesied according to the words heard, which ye heard, I saw a glorious angel, not like unto the glory of the angels which I use always to see, but possessing such glory and position that I cannot describe the glory of the angel. And having seized me by my hand, he raised me on high. And I said unto him, who art thou? And what is thy name? And whether art thou raising me on high? For strength was given me to speak with him. So one thing we can see, understand right here, he ain't in this realm, right? We can talk freely. We don't need no strength to do that. So he's in another realm with supposedly a man, but we're going to find out. He says, when I have raised thee on high, thou, the various degrees, and made thee see the visions on account of which I have been sent, then thou wilt understand who I am. But my name thou doest not know, because thou wilt return into this thy body. But whether I am raising thee on high, thou wilt see. For this purpose have I been sent. And I rejoice because he spoke courteously to me. And he said unto me, hast thou rejoiced because I have spoken courteously to thee? And he said, and thou wilt see how a greater also than I am will speak courteously and peaceably with thee. And his Father also, who is greater, thou wilt see. For this purpose have I been sent from the seventh heaven in order to explain all these things unto thee. And he ascended, and we ascended to the firmament, I and he. And there I saw Samael, aka Hashatan, and his host. And there was great fighting therein. And the angels of Hashatan were envying one another. And as above, so on the earth also. For the likeness of that which is in the firmament is here on the earth. I'm going to stop right there, fam. Because one thing we need to understand is talking about fallen angels. What I just read is from the source called Ascension of Isaiah. We have a book called Isaiah in the Bible. We all know. We all know that our sources are not all complete. We can understand that by how it ends, right? But one thing is for certain: our ancestors left many sources in different places, and it's a few that I'm gonna share, right, where we get these sources from, just so that we can solidify and make sure there's no misunderstanding of these sources and where they come from, our ancestors. So once we get through that, right, then we can get into the meat of things. Because one thing I know for a fact is that a man can't take another man to another realm, like the firmament. I can't do it. I'm not sure if my ChaazaqThamar could do it, or if any of the U.P.K brothers could do it. Maybe they can. I have yet to see that, right? But I understand there's some messengers that can travel from different realms, like our grandfather Adam was going to be able to do, right, from the garden to this realm. But that's neither here nor there right now. The point is, these fallen angels, and we read about them being in the firmament, Hashatan and his host. I have to ask some questions, but not right now. The purpose of this is to get you to understand what side am I on. And with the
1 minute
information
warning.
that I have, thank you. With the information that I have, that I'm about to present tonight, should solidify my point that fallen angels are biblical, right? So I had to open up with Isaiah. Everybody's familiar with it. Not familiar with this Bible that we read from Genesis to Revelation. So with that being stated, I'm gonna land my plane, hand it on over to my ChaazaqThamar. Shalom, family.
All right, all right, all right. Ooh, Ali, what's happening? Let's go. We got a lot going on around here now.
I can see. I definitely can see.
Are fallen angels biblical? All right. Rainwater seems like she's ready for our opening statement from ChaazaqThamar. ChaazaqThamar, you may proceed whenever you start talking. The time will get to ticking. Let's go.
Hey, can I share? Can I have brother share screen real quick? I want to put up a little imagery. Try to
All
God.
right.
real quick.
Whenever you start.
Can you make that top one big? Can you do that?
Rainwater, start over.
It might not work.
We can
All right,
see it though.
we'll just leave that up there with them white. All right, cool. We'll just leave that up there with them white angels. I'll go ahead and start. All right, so shalom, shalom, Israel. I'm priest and officer ChaazaqThamar, I.S.U.P.K, and the commanding general YAHANNA. Today, what I'm going to be proving the point that all the information found about so-called fallen angels does not come from the Bible. There's a whole bunch of information out there. You got, Enoch, Jubilee, you got all this stuff, and it don't stop the amount of information. Well, my premise is that either this stuff comes from before the Bible, like meaning like Babylon, ancient Mesopotamia, or later on in the Greeks and Romans, or it comes afterwards during the time of the Hellenistic period. It was added, right? It was not in the Bible, never was. It is not Israelite culture. All the angels in the Bible do what the Lord say to do, except those messengers that are men. So everywhere where angels doing something that's not according to the Lord, that's messengers of God that's going against what he said. They are not spiritual beings. They are carnal beings. They are men. And so when you talk about these names and these people, they are actually, they're not deities or anything like that. They're actually men and their kingdoms that's talking about in the Bible. It's clear in the New Testament that some of these traditions that we came out of the Second Temple um, with, these traditions made it into us by the Hellenistic period. So, like, if you go to Colossians chapter 2, let's go and get in the Bible. We talking about the Bible now. We ain't talking about nothing else. Colossians chapter 2, verse 8 said, beware lest any man spoil you. You got this up. You could I'm gonna just have you show your screen for the intro. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the traditions of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Christ. Let me tell y'all something about these fallen angels. They ain't got nothing to do with salvation. They ain't got nothing to do with how you treat one another. They ain't got nothing to do with none of the stuff Christ taught. None of that. It's just all spooky magic, unicorns, fairy tales, rainbows, dragons, dungeons, all of this mythical, magical stuff that have you in la la land, and you don't even know how to treat your brother. You don't even know how to love your neighbor. You don't even know how to do none of the stuff that Christ was teaching. I find it interesting that all of this stuff was dated in between 300 BC and 300 AD. Very, very, very interesting time for the Israelites. And all of it comes from captivities that was before us. If you could scroll down a little bit, in that same chapter, Paul say this right here. Colossians chapter 2, verse 18. Let no man beguile you of your reward in a voluntary humility, a worshiping of angels, intruding those things which he have not seen, vainly puffed up in his fleshly mind. See, we want to give these angels more credit than they deserve. People who believe in fallen angels, you know what they believe? They gave men all kind of knowledge that the Lord ain't give them. They teach them that they taught men war. When my Bible says God is a man of war. They teach them that they taught women how to wear makeup. Well, I'm glad they did, because some of these ugly bitches need makeup. Salakia. Thank God for that. Anyways, these are scriptures I'm reading. Let's go ahead and keep going. This next one is hold on one second. This next one I want to go to is just I'm having a little technical difficulty. Okay, here we go. Psalms chapter 103. Can you read, Barak, y'all, or I need to keep going?
Khan, I could get Psalms chapter 103, verse 19. The Lord had prepared his throne in the heavens, and his kingdom ruleth over all. Verse 20. Bless the Lord, ye his angels, that excel in
Keep going.
strength,
Keep going.
Khan,
Mm-hmm.
that do his
Mm-hmm.
commandments, hearkening unto the
Mm-hmm.
voice of his word.
That do what? That
Hearkening
do
unto
what?
the voice, hearkening unto the voice of his word.
These angels do his commandments and hearken unto him. Can I get Psalm 78 real quick? This is talking about when we was in Egypt. The Most High did some things to Egypt because of how they was playing with the Lord's people, right? And verse 47.
Khan,
One
Psalm
minute
chapter
warning.
78, verse 47. He
We
destroyed
might
their
not
vine.
get it. Let me go ahead and read it. Let me go ahead and read it. Psalm
Khan.
78. I'm gonna get it up to 49. He cast upon them fierceness of his anger, wrath, indignation, and trouble by sending evil angels among them. So the Lord sent these angels. So whether they doing what you consider to be good or evil, the Lord sent them. Let me read this real quick. This is Ecclesiasticus 39. All of this is in the Bible for real. All right. 28. There'll be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In times of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these was created for vengeance. The teeth of wild beasts, scorpions, serpents, swords, punishing the wicked. They shall rejoice at his commands. That's what the angels do. They rejoice at his commands, and they shall be ready upon the earth when need is. And when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. So this in the Bible, all these angels, they do what they supposed to do. They do what the Lord say. Ain't no angels going against the Most High.
All right. Okay. Well, so that was a lot. Yeah. So everybody, I know, shalom, shalom. the kid. Go ahead. What's up?
Yashar, I need to ask you a question.
No.
No. I just need to verify a verse. That's all.
Okay. No. One moment. Moderator, is he able to do so? Is that fine with you all?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yashar, what verse did you start and end with chapter 7 of Isaiah?
Did I say Isaiah or did I say the ascension of Isaiah?
You said Isaiah 7.
Did I say Isaiah or did I say the ascension of Isaiah?
Okay.
It's
I
clarified. It was the ascension of Isaiah, so we're just moving on with the debate.
okay, perfect.
Yeah. All right. The Ascension of Isaiah chapter 7. Okay. So that is a good clarification. Please appeal to moderator so that you all will be able to ask questions, judges, if you have any. You all are also able to hit the moderators and myself up in the Discord app so that we do not disturb the debate at this time. So, yeah, let's get it. Now we're going to go ahead and roll off into the first round. Yashar, you will start with the affirmative, proving all of your points that you made from your opening statement. Let's get it.
Can I be heard?
Fine.
Be heard clearly?
Con, you are
All right.
heard.
Okay. So here we go, family. Are fallen angels biblical? So this is the source that I read from right here. The ascension of Isaiah chapter 7. So I guess now, family, Isaiah, it's two different Isaiahs now, family, right? We got two different sources of Isaiah. We got two different brothers of Isaiah. So now I guess this book don't belong with the book that's in scriptures, as we call it, the Bible, right? Because it was found later. So I guess this is X'd out because it was found later. We got you. I mean, I don't think like that, but it's neither here nor there, right? For those who do, more power to you. I don't. Right? The concept, right? An abstract idea, a general notion, a plan or intention, a conception, right? So we're trying to understand something, right? It says the sinner has kept firmly to its original concept. So we're talking about fallen angels, fallen messengers, right? Children of God, right? Watchers. They got different titles, right? And we're going to tap into some of these titles that's connected to the Bible, right? So I guess because it's not in the Bible, it's not biblical. So let's tap into the sources that we're going to deal with today, right? We're going to deal with the book of Enoch, right? We're going to deal with the book of giants, right? The Watchers, the Nephilims, right? We're going to also deal with the book of Og, right? Get some understanding of who Og is. Because if I'm not mistaken, Og is in the Bible, but I guess he's not biblical either, right? But yeah, we're gonna see about these things. We're gonna tap into some information dealing with the book of Lamech of Cain. See what Lamech talking about. Lamech mentioned in the scriptures as well. The apocalypse of Abraham and the ascension of Isaiah. So now you can see where the source comes from, right? So here, just to share a little bit with you, right? The Qumran caves, or Qumran, some might say. The Dead Sea Scrolls is a collection of manuscripts discovered between 1946 and 1956 in the West Bank near the Dead Sea, right? So when you see 1Q E, that's first Qumran cave, Enoch, the book of giants, right? Just so you can get some understanding. When you see 2Q, right, that's the second Qumran cave, right? Just so you can get an understanding that book of giants from Enoch, right, as well as the book of Enoch is also found in these places, all right? So then we also see here, right, Qumran cave 6, where the book of giants of Enoch is also found again, right? These scripts found in 6 different caves validate the sources I choose to use throughout this debate that's coming from our ancestors, by the way, all right? So right here, you see right here the source, book of Lamech of Cain, chapter 2, and it reads, and the road and paths were such that no fowls knew, nor the vultures seen them. And upon these paths one could meet man, giant, or a son of God. For this was the time when sons of God came and mingled with the marked descendants of Cain and the line of Seth. So we can see here clearly that not only was the sons of God mingling still, but also their offspring, which would be giants, Nephilim, right? Let's move on. It's from the book of giants, right? Let's tap in a little bit. It says, the book of giants firmly in the list of Enochian texts, along with first Enoch, second Enoch, third Enoch, also known as the Ethiopic book of Enoch, the Slavonic, secrets of Enoch, and the Hebrew book of Enoch, respectively. Right? Just so we don't have no misunderstandings that it do come from our handwriting. All right. In the Qumran version of the book of giants, there is a brief mention of one of the giants, Oyah, whose name is found in Babylonian Talmud, where it is said Shihan and Og, mentioned in the book of Numbers, were brothers as they were the sons of Oyah, the sons of Shemiyaza, one of the leaders of the fallen angels in the book of Enoch, right? So ask my brother right now, right? Who is the father of King Og? I hope you got that answer for us in the Bible, right? I hope you can bust that out for us, because all men should be able to have a genealogy according to my brother, right? Should be able to. We shouldn't just have no randoms in the scriptures. Holy Bible now, right? Let's get to it. Numbers 13. And they bought or brought up an evil report of the land which they had searched unto the children of Yashar, saying, the land through which we have gone to search it is a land that eateth up the inhabitants thereof, and all the people that we saw in it are men of great stature. And there we saw the giants. I guess he gonna break that down for us and give us an understanding of what this means, family. I guess this is another mean for man that's big, because Shaq is not a giant, loved ones. Giants, and they have certain digits, right? Like 24 digits, 6 on each hand, 6 toes as well. Those are what you would call your living descendants of these Rephaim and these fallen, because they have those digits. It's in their blood. They can't get out of it, right? It says, and there we saw the giants, the sons of Anak, which came of the giants, and we were in our sight, right? As we were in our own sight as grasshoppers, right? What is that? Giant, right? H5303. What is that? A Nephilim, right? A bully or tyrant, right? And we see that in both concordance, right? The Strongs, and we see it in the Browns, right? So my brother would say that it means mankind being bullies. Stop it. Joshua 11. And at the time came Joshua and cut off the Anakims from the mountain from Hebron.
Time.
What?
Good stuff, girl. Thank you, Rainwater. She on it. Oh man, you ooh, child. Let's get it now. I didn't got somebody is gone from box four. Where do you go? Oh, okay. We're gonna okay, there we go. We do understand that sometimes the screens can drop. Everybody shut a live. I need to get some more people up in here. Let's get it up to about 12, 13, 15, 2,000 people in this joint. Because we got these fallen angels, baby. Y'all better be looking up in the sky and see if y'all might see something falling down from the heavens above. I mean, I'm just saying. And you might even be able to look through the trees and see some giants roaming around through this joint. Because he said that Shaq is not a giant. And I stood next to Shaq. I don't like that man very much. But I stood next to him, and me only being 5 feet, he's pretty tall to me. But I couldn't even imagine, child. But you know what I'm saying? Uh, so let's go into this rebuttal round. Kazak, are you ready to refute any of this information that we've just heard today?
Yeah, can I share my screen? Or
You are
can Barack?
absolutely you can share your screen because guess what the
Fine.
judges are doing? They are watching. They're watching and they're ready. So is our audience member. I hope you all are paying information coming out. Thank you to all the gifts that's flying across the screen. Everybody, please share the live. Make sure that you all are sending up those heat tickets, any of those other additional gifts. Share the live, everybody. Uh-oh. Ooh, I see some creepy stuff across the screen right now. So listen here. Whenever I stop talking, finally, once I stop talking and you start talking, that's when your time is gonna get started. So this is the rebuttal round for the first round. ChaazaqThamar, whenever you're ready, you got it.
Hey, can I appeal to the moderators real quick? Um, when Yashar had his up, it showed the whole thing. Is this something that we doing wrong? Just real quick, because it ain't showing the whole thing. Either way, I might just have to move past it, but I just wanted to see if the moderators allow him to explain why mine looked different.
Okay, so the reason why yours looks different is because the way he has it set up in the screen. So what he can do is pinch it and make it bigger on each section, just like you would if you were to look in your phone and you want to zoom in. Just zoom in if you want it to be able to be seen bigger. Okay?
Okay.
Barack Yala,
Yeah, just
is
zoom
that
in,
well with
and then you might have to scroll from left to right for them. Yeah, they might. All right, so I'll go ahead and start. Um, all right, so what y'all see on the screen is ancient paganism, the sorcery of the fallen angels. I'm gonna read some stuff. You can scroll over to the right, Barack. This the connection. That's my source right there. The religion of the fallen angels included magic and incantations. This pre-flood religion was the basis for Egyptian, Canaanite, Persian, and Babylonian magic systems. This was written by Clement of Rome. Now, the reason I'm dealing with this, right, just so y'all know, is if you look at these places where this information came from, it say Egypt, we was there. Canaanite, Abraham came from Canaan. Persia, Babylon, and this is written by somebody in Rome. All of this stuff about these fallen angels come from other nations of people. It comes from other people. Go down to the next one. I'll give you an example. Babylon. How much stuff do Israelites pull and try to bring into their religion out of Babylon? I mean, look at this. One of the oldest known stories of fallen angels comes from ancient Mesopotamia, specifically the story of the rebel deity Marduk. This tale originates from the Babylonian epic known as the Enuma Elish. The Enuma Elish predates the Bible. Now, in this myth, I'm talking about the Enuma Elish. In this myth, Marduk defeats the chaos monster Tiamat and establishes order in the universe. But before doing so, he battles against other gods who rebelled against the cosmic order. So these gods that was created by Tiamat go and they beat up Tiamat and take over, right? And then Marduk comes to save the day. This rebellion resembles the concept of fallen angels. This information comes from Britannica. Is there? It is written on the walls. If you scroll to the right, you got a picture of Marduk right there. Go down to the next one. Now, what that got to do with us? Well, coming out of Babylon, this is the next one. Solomon's temple was destroyed in like 587 BCE. Don't get me with the dates. I ain't exact on that. We on nigga time. The Persian king Cyrus authorized the return to Zion, right? This is in the Bible. All of this stuff I'm talking about, you can go back and see the destruction. You can see them returning and they coming back. Darius, the Persian king, remember it said Persia. If you go back up, you'll see it said Persia, was built under the authority of the Jewish governor Zerubbabel, the grandson of Jeconiah, a permanent king of Judah. So like now, this is after we coming out of Babylon, right? We bringing out. Now keep in mind, when we came out of Assyria, we had a whole different alphabet. We had the same alphabet. Scroll down. The Nephilim story. So what they call that is the second temple after we came out of Babylon. Let me read this real quick. This is the source, the Nephilim, a tall story. Who were the Nephilim and how did they survive the flood? This is by Robin Rutledge. It's a Tyndale bulletin in 2015. The Nephilim figure prominent in some popular literature. Their portrayal is speculative. Every word that I'm stressing is red. Speculative is one of them, but also based on Second Temple's text, which portray the Nephilim as giant offspring of angels and human women who were responsible for the corruption that resulted in the flood. The Old Testament includes few direct references to the Nephilim. It gives the ones that it do. It talks about the Nephilim in Genesis 6 and 4, Numbers 13 and 33, possibly Ezekiel 32 and 27. You know they made that up. Though they have been generally linked to the giant pre-conquest inhabitants of Canaan. That's where Abraham came from, particularly Anakites. So you see this, the Anakites in the Bible. These people was the people with the long necks and all of this other stuff that was in Canaan. You'll see them and running around with the Rephaim. Here's what I wanted to read. The lack of detail in the Old Testament, which is the Bible, suggests the existence of underlying extra biblical traditions. This stuff ain't coming from the Bible. Underlying extra biblical traditions, though substantial differences appear to rule out Second Temple text as a source for Old Testament writers. Meaning this text ain't had nothing to do with this. Can you go to the next one? This right here is just some of the stuff that you will run across messing with these texts.
1
This is
minute
from the
warning.
Apocryphon of John. I ain't got time to read the Apocryphon of John because it ain't the Bible. Go to the next one. You got Samael. Samael right there, sitting there on top of him. You see him. In Jewish folklore and mystic tradition is the true name of Satan. According to these people, Samael is the king of all demons, the angel of death, and Michael the archangel, and Israel. You see him looking like the what they call him, the Grim Reaper there. This is all mythical folklore. This has nothing to do with the Bible. Scroll down one time. Enoch. It's like 8 different major sections in this book. These books existed as booklets prior to being combined later. All of this stuff was combined later. I got 30 seconds. Let's get the next one. This is from the New World Encyclopedia. Traditionally, the book of Enoch was dated to the 2nd century. Now, how Enoch wrote this in the 2nd century when he been ascended to the Lord way before the flood, during the Maccabee time. According to some scholars, however, the 5 distinct sections of the book of Enoch were originally independent works. So they put this stuff together. No fragments of the longest portion was found in the Qumran caves. None of that stuff was found in the Dead Sea Scrolls. None of it.
That was a rebuttal. Wow. I mean, I'm just saying. Mm. Well, let's get it on. Well, you got all people. This is really, really good, you guys. I am so appreciative of you all bringing out all this information, like Dead Sea Scroll, Qumran Craves, and all of this stuff. We trying to hear about these fallen angels, though, because Can we get to that part? I'm just saying, like, y'all, we heard about giants and, you know, a lot of scared of lions and tigers and bears. But, hey, listen, it's all good. We ain't tripping, no. Yashar. 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 Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I hope you are there, but guess what?
Look,
It's not your turn.
I know.
It's not your turn. ChaazaqThamar, it is now your first round for you to get your first round's time in because that was your rebuttal round. So, sir, let's go. Let's hear all the argument that you have to support your opening statement because, baby, that was a lot that you just got. You ain't give away all the good, did you? You didn't give away all the good, did you? I'm just saying. Well, let's hear it because I got my pen and my paper, and I know my judges is on point. So I'm gonna need for you, right? Because Rainwater is ready with the time up there. Ali, you got something to say? Like you're quiet over there, bro. You're like
I
the whole moderator.
look, I'm just this debate is living up to the hype. All right. These niggas is both coming out with left and right hooks, and I'm ducking, and I'm not even it. So yeah, I'm hearing. I need more. Pause,
You need more.
It's
pause no big.
pressure.
You
It's
need to
Apologize.
get that mic from crackling, sounding like you over there eating some
they
pork
standing
cracklings and
on
shit.
they
Get it
standing on
together.
business in here now.
Standing on business. Yeah, you is crunchy as I don't know what, bro.
Yeah.
Crunchy. Yeah, look at the look at the look debate that call society. I want to thank you all for being such a wonderful administration team. Cause y'all is the business. Let me tell y'all is straight up the business. Okay. All of my people from all walks of life who are in here tonight, a part of the debate that call society. If anybody does have a debate that they would like to have, we are here for you to host. And as you can see, we doing this thing right here. So, ChaazaqThamar, whenever you're ready to start, it's on you.
All right. I'll go ahead and start at Romans 1 and 25. If Barack can get that, while he's getting that, my time can start. What I want to make sure we go into is when you talk to people about um what the fallen angels and all of this other stuff in the Bible, you got about two or three places they can go. One of them is in Genesis chapter 6, which we'll go to, but I want to show y'all some stuff that's in the Bible first so you can see that this stuff can't be in the Bible. It's impossible. Romans chapter 1, verse 25. You got it, Barack?
Wakan, this is the book of Romans chapter 1 verse 25. Who changed the truth of God into a lie and
That's what's going
worshipped and
on.
served
Keep going.
Wakan, and worshipped and served the creature more than the creator.
This is what's going on right here. They saying that these angels do whatever the hell they want to. God told them to do this, and they just gonna do this. God told them to do this, they ain't got to do it. They changing the father into a mother. Uh-oh. They changing the father into a mother. Now he ain't got supreme, he ain't got what they call it, omnipotent, all power given unto him. They got to think about whether they gonna listen to what the Lord said. They giving more credit to these angels than they are the Most High. That don't make no sense. When the scriptures say they do what they told to do. When you go in Ezekiel chapter 1, he's talking about the angels. I ain't got time to get into it, but you can read it on your own time. He said when they told to go this way, that's what they go. When the Spirit tells them to go this way, that's where they go. The chariot is following along with them. This is how it is. You won't, when you hear these people talk about fallen angels, they're also going to go into Job. Let's go into Job real quick. Job chapter 1 and verse 6. Let's go there
Wakan, this is the
real
book
quick.
of Job.
Let's go.
This is the book of Job chapter 1 verse 6. Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord.
Now, when you see
And
that
Satan,
word, the sons of God, that thing that says the sons of God, it can either talk about one or two things. It can be talking about Israel, because they are the Lord's firstborn, right? Or it could be talking about the angels. These things are in the Bible. You have to be able to use context. Now, this particular sons of God is talking about the spiritual sons of God. How do we know? It said they came to present themselves before the Most High. Keep going.
Wakan, and Satan came also among them.
What the hell is he doing there? How he showing up? I thought he was the op. I thought the Lord was mad with him. I thought he got kicked out. The Lord just sitting there talking to him. My God is a man of war. He gonna sit there and just be talking to the op is showing up at the crib. They coming to the Lord's crib and he ain't gonna do nothing about it. Keep going out.
Karawakan, verse 7. And the Lord said unto Satan, whence comest thou?
Where you come from, boy? I ain't seen you in a minute. Go ahead.
Karawakan, then Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro in the earth.
Now he is sitting there having a full-blown conversation with the ops, not doing nothing. Sound like a weak God to me. I mean, cannot the Lord destroy Satan in the blink of an eye? Why you gotta be sitting there talking to him and he already done kicked him out of heaven? Come on, man. Anyways, go ahead to verse 8 real quick.
Karawakan, Job chapter 1, verse 8. And the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and an upright man, one that feareth the Lord, doeth evil.
For the sake of time, skip over, right? And what Satan said to him I ain't did nothing to him because you got a hedge around him, right? Go ahead to verse 11.
Karawakan, verse 11. But put forth thine hand now, and touch all that he had, and he will curse thee to thy face.
So Satan got to come and petition the Lord to even do anything to his people. You know what that means? God is in control. These angels ain't doing nothing that the Lord didn't tell them to do. Satan has a job, and that's to test you. You don't believe me? Go to Matthew chapter 4. That ain't in the thing right now because I ain't got time to deal with it. But this is what I can do. Let's go to Matthew chapter 22 real quick. Matthew chapter 22. Let's go.
There's a book of Matthew chapter 22, verse 30. For in the resurrection they neither marry, nor are given in marriage, but are as angels of God in heaven.
So wait a minute, hold on. This is Christ talking. This is written in red. He said, for in the resurrection, men don't marry or given in marriage. And he's talking about coming back, the spirits coming back as babies on the earth. For in the resurrection, they neither marry or given in marriage, but they are as the angels. Now hold on, wait a minute. If Christ's saying that these angels don't marry or not given in marriage, let's go to Genesis and 6 and see what the hell that's talking about then. They don't marry, they're not given. This is what Christ just said. Now, is Christ a liar, or is these people that believe that angels came down because they was fascinated by the BBLs of the women and got busy? They had to have them. They came down. I wonder if them angels was tricking. I wonder if them angels I wonder if the women had OnlyFans. Hey, let me tell y'all this real quick. This never happened. These were men that were chosen by the Most High dealing with women they weren't supposed to be dealing with. You got that Genesis chapter 6?
Karawakan, Genesis chapter 6, verse 2.
Just start at verse 1. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Karawakan, chapter 6, verse 1. And it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth.
When what? When what?
When men began to
Okay,
multiply
this
on the
talking
face
about men. Keep going. Keep going.
and daughters were born unto them. Verse 2. That the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair.
Remember, the sons of God is the Lord's chosen seed, the people he put in. You go to Deuteronomy 7, he tells you not to deal with all these different nations. He talks about it when he was talking about Solomon, dealing with other nations. This has always been the Lord's thing ever since the beginning. However, the nations weren't established yet, right? They weren't established in the way that we know them as the 18 nations we know of today. But this is back then. He did have a chosen seed ever since Adam. Keep going.
Karawakan took them wives of all which they chose.
Well, I thought Christ said they wasn't married or given in marriage. That's crazy. Go ahead to verse 4.
1 minute
No, go to
warning.
verse 3. Go to verse 3. We can't skip verse 3.
And the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that
No, he said, my spirit shall not strive with angels. He said, my spirit shall not strive with men. Go to verse 5.
Karawakan, verse 5. And God, the
Read it
wickedness of
again.
man.
God saw the wickedness of man. Where the hell the men at? I thought these was angels and the daughters of men. He saw that. Go to verse 6.
And verse 6, and he repented the Lord that he had made man on the earth, and he grieved him
No, it
as his,
repented him that he made angels.
that he had made man on the earth.
Read it again. Come on.
Genesis 6 and 6. And
All
he,
right, that's what it say. I'm just wondering if I'm seeing something different. Give me verse 6. Yeah.
and repented the Lord that he had made man on the earth.
Time.
This ain't said nothing about no angels.
Oh, please don't kick anybody out the room unless they're being completely disrespectful, like this brother here, which is up on my panel. Get out. You shouldn't be there. I don't know. That's crazy. Like, why
She
would you even come
literally
up?
just asked y'all to stop kicking. It's not that hard. She been saying it all night.
So, Ali, go ahead. Because right now we are.
Yeah.
You know what?
Crunchy, so I had to step my game up one time because they was like, "Oh, the co-host Mike Crunchy." Listen, man, I'm here, I'm listening, I'm indulging in all this information, and I just heard angels fell for BBLs. So this is getting real interesting. That the BBLs of old, ancient BBLs, may have been the cause of a worldwide catastrophe. I'm not sure. We're gonna find out, I guess, by the end of this debate.
What? I don't know what y'all thought this was, but baby, them is that? Guess there's nothing new under the sun. These girls was getting BBLs back then. I wonder what were they using? Were they using the hyenas or maybe hippopotamuses to tape to their asses to give them the amazing BBLs? I don't know. OnlyFans in the bushes?
You know they was stuffing them shits with figs, girl.
Ooh, woo, freaky old angels, and all it like y'all. What you saying? I'm just saying. I don't know. I wasn't there. Was I there? I don't got a BBL. But listen here. I just need to know because at this point we are going into round 2. So I just want to I really want to get a good tally on what the people in the audience think about what's going on so far. How has this information made you just really look at the what in the Freaky Friday, baby? It is it is Saturday. Take a deep breath, girl. Just take a deep breath. Let me tell y'all something. I need to know who impacted you the most during this part of the debate, right? Who you think winning on this? Because I've been hearing all kind of amazing points here. Lord, come on. Who? I need to get a 1 for Yashar in the comments, and I need to get a 2 for ChaazaqThamar in the comments. Like, who has like really impacted your thoughts during this part of the debate so far? Oh man, we got whew, whew, whew. Come on, y'all. Come on. We got like another 30 seconds and then I'm gonna need for y'all to stop. So BBLs and ancient grant. Mm,
My 2 rounds.
yeah, we getting it though.
Sometimes
Well,
the
we
manna
almost.
just ain't good enough.
I know. Well, come on, we got another 5 seconds, y'all. Well, how about this? Yashar, it is your rebuttal. So you get to rebuttal all that shenanigans that he was talking about, baby. So 2 is Chazaq. 1 is Yashar. So Yashar, Capone, you're not running this debate, bro. So stop. You don't even know what you're talking about. Yashar, let's hear your rebuttal.
No doubt. No doubt. So
I'm over here. I got.
Kazak, he made some statements, man. Woo, he made some statements, fam. And we want to tap in a little bit. First off, I'm not sure what bro rebutted because I didn't even share nothing of the rough I am just yet or any of that. I did tap into a knock, but now, right? The Nifayel is where I stopped at, right, with the Giants. But so look, let's do this. Let's get into this right here. What he said is not in scripture, right? Right here we see H7497, which deal with Rapha, right? In the sense of invigorating a giant. Nothing else, family. Nothing else attached. Or the Zizuims, right? Zizuites or Zuzuites, an Aboriginal tribe of Palestine. Who was they forefather? Don't say nothing about it, right? Then you got the Imims, right? Plural. An early Canaanitish or Moabitish tribe. So they're not right quite sure, but they know that they was in the land. So who are these people, Kazak? I'm sure you can go to the scriptures and break that out, you or your reader, right? You can go get that information for your eye, right? Break that out for us, give us an understanding of who these individuals or these tribes are, because they are tribes. It's stated there, right? It's stated there. So where did I get that from, right? We already know about Anakims, right? A descendant of Anak. Who is Anak? Where you at, Anak? Anyway, we gonna get to Anak in my presentation, but Kazak, question, is Enoch a part of our lineage? Because according to, where we at? Where we at? I'm sorry, y'all. According to Genesis 5, is it Genesis 5? Genesis 5, hold on, let's get to it. Genesis, oh, there you go. There you go. There you go. Who is this brother? Who is this brother? It says, and Enoch lived 65 years and begot Methuselah. And Enoch walked with Yahweh after he begot Methuselah 300 years and begot sons and daughters. And all the days of Enoch were 365 years. Enoch walked with Yahweh, and he was not, for Yahweh took him. You say Enoch didn't do nothing? He didn't give us nothing. He took him. And the information that's attached to his name don't line up with him being taken and given authority to scribe, being the first scribe. Like, I'm not understanding, Kazak. So who is the person that wrote the book of Enoch? It's not this guy right here. It can't be him, huh? It can't be him, huh? Not at all, right? But it's in the scriptures, and everything that's in that book relates back to our scripts. Everything. You spoke about Romans 1:25. Bruh, that's off topic. That had nothing to do with the falling. Right? Then you went to Matthew 22. Right? You went to Matthew 22. Let's go there. Excuse me, y'all. Matthew 22. 30. Matthew 22 and 30. Let's see what it
1 minute
says.
warning.
Got you. For the resurrection, they neither marry For in the resurrection they neither marry nor are given in marriage, but are as the angels of Yahweh in heaven. In heaven, not on earth, family. Not on earth. Because what he tried to do was say that in Genesis 6, 1 through 6, it's talking about they was obedient? Or what? What you say? Bruh, this right here is not talking about in heaven. This is on earth, sir. Last time I checked, what do it say? It says, and it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth. So don't get it confused. Don't confuse the people. That's not what they're here for. They're here to get understanding. So I'm just saying, you got to come better than that, bro. You got to come way better than that because you got to get on topic for one.
Time.